Hi YouTube, just a short haul video to show you some of the things I got from Chanel's holiday or Christmas collection, which has only just hit the shops in the UK in the last week or so, so far as I'm aware. And I picked up a few things on Saturday, and I've had the chance to try a couple of them, not the nail varnish as yet, and I thought I'd let you know what I thought. Those of you who kind of keep up with the Chanel collections will know that the centerpiece of the holiday collection, both in Europe and I believe the United States, is actually an eye palette, not one of the quads that we've had in recent years, but five colours, a Matalesse, and it's a very neutral palette. I did look at it and it is very nice. It's pricey, as all Chanel products are, and I just felt that the colours, which are one pearly highlight and four really neutral colours, a couple of them do have the tiniest bit of shimmer, but they're basically straight taupey browns in various shades. And much as I love those colours, I decided that I'd got plenty within my existing collection. I really couldn't justify spending that money on a palette that, whilst it was very beautiful and the consistency of the eyeshadows felt really nice, was not in any way special or remarkable. So I'm very happy that the eye palette I've bought and I've shown you already for the holiday season is the Dior one, which I just felt was, because of the sparkle and the shimmer, a bit more seasonal and something that I didn't already have in my collection. So what I did get, as usual, nail polish. I love Chanel nail polishes and I do collect them, so I don't buy every single one, but I really am fond of them. So this was one that I was always going to get. This is Rouge Ruby, which I haven't read of them ever having before. I mean, what they do tend to do is sometimes bring out the same names and it's a slightly different shade years on, but I haven't seen a Rouge Ruby in their sort of old lists. What they are doing with this one is also re-promoting a reddy brown, very dark shade called Accessoire, which I think was either part of this year's spring collection or last year's spring collection. I can't remember. It came out definitely in the spring because people were a bit surprised, I was, that such a dark colour was being promoted as a spring polish along with some pale colours. It's a lovely, lovely polish. I already have it. I should have got it out to show you. I haven't. I did kind of consider getting a backup because it really is up there as one of my favourites. It's a very elegant colour, but for the moment I've just got Rouge Ruby. Now, I don't wear bright reds nearly as much as I wear other dark colours, but they're always great to have in your collection, and they are very appropriate at Christmas. I dug out two similar. I haven't tried this one yet. I probably will this weekend. The two nearest that I had in my collection are Coromandel, which I think is part of the current collection. It's a really nice polish. I wore it the other week and it was very well lasting as well. It gave me a full 6-7 days, which is very, very unusual for me with any polish. It's more orangey and it has, you can't really see here, but there is a slight, there we go, slight gold sheen to it. Real sort of tomato red with a sheen, whereas the Rouge Ruby is just a beautiful, plain, not too blue, not too red, no shimmer or sheen to it, and obviously a tiny bit cooler in tone than the more orangey one. And then the other, much bluer, again without a sheen, is this one, which is Pirate, which I don't think is part of the collection at the moment, but you can get it reasonably easily on eBay. It's not that old, and is a much bluer toned, what I would term crimson red. So they are all different, although not that different, as you can see. And if you're a fan of reds, then you're going to want to get Rouge Ruby, whilst you can still get it for a not inexpensive £18 here in the UK, but less than you're going to have to pay in a few years on eBay. Now, the thing that I hadn't really thought I would buy is the blush. I have a lot of Chanel blushes. I do like them. I do use them a lot. They're not the most long-lasting. I think Tom Ford's powder blushes last a little bit longer on the skin, but I love the Chanel shades. They do shimmer so well, so that it's not glittery or in your face, but just gives dimension. I even love the smell of them. But I was very dubious about this colour, which shows a kind of muddy brown, really. What's it called again? It's called Accent. And I thought it looked, far more of a bronzer than a blusher. And I also read a lot of blogs that said it didn't really show up on the skin. So I decided I'd look at it, but I wasn't sure I was going to buy. Now, I decided I would, just on swatching on finger and hand, which, as you can see, looks, well, particularly on the finger, quite muddy. So I was prepared for it, not to be exactly my favourite blush, but because it was sufficiently different, I knew I wanted to have it. Now, I have to say, I have worn this twice, and I really, really like it. I'm fair-skinned, quite warm-toned, and it really, really suits me, especially as a autumn-winter blush. It doesn't look like rosy cheeks, it looks like healthy cheeks. I'm really pleased I got it. It lasts well, and I can see it becoming one of my favourites, certainly for this time of year. It kind of reminds me, although obviously it's different tone, to Plum Attraction. Again, my lighting's not very good. Much darker, pinkier shade, but that same kind of dull tone. Now, in fact, I bought this blush by mistake. I thought I had sent away for a different colour, I can't remember what, and this turned up in the post, and I was too disorganised to send it back. It's turned out to be my favourite Chanel blush. Simply just looks very flattering on me, so it's always worth trying these things, but definitely go and check out Accent. It won't be for everyone. There will be some people on whom it will look extremely muddy and some people on whom it won't show. But for fair-skinned Northern European girls of the right skin tone, I think it's very, very flattering and quite unusual blush that may be worth the expenditure. They had a new mascara product, which I hadn't even read about before I went, but decided on impulse to buy. It is called Sparkling Mascara Top Coat. So I take from that you're supposed to wear it over your ordinary mascara because it's a kind of glitter top coat. Now, I've only worn it once. It's barely noticeable, but you can definitely see a little bit of sheen on the tips of your lashes, which is quite fun for Christmas and parties. It's expensive. I think it's about £20. So, to be honest, you may think it's really not worth that. I would have to say it probably isn't. It's not something you're going to wear every day. It's a party item, and I'm quite sure you could probably get more dramatic, obvious effects with cheaper drugstore products. So, I don't regret getting it because I, like trying those sorts of things, but I wouldn't really recommend it. I have to say it's not good use of your money. What is a good use of your money, in my view, is the Volume de Chanel. Now, this is the bronze khaki limited edition. Sorry, am I telling you that right? It's number 40, which I think is called bronze or bronze khaki. This is my original, that is my holy grail mascara, and I bought a backup because they're fast running out. It was part of the fall limited edition. I don't know what the other Volume de Chanel mascaras turn out like because I've never bought them before. It may be limited just to this colour. It has a very gloopy texture, and the benefit of that I have found is that because I have naturally long eyelashes, quite watery eyes, I find that as product, even waterproof mascara dries on my eyelashes. As my eyelashes move up and down on my eyes during the day, I invariably end up with panda eyes as little flakes of the mascara wear off onto my lower lid. This is the first mascara that has not happened. I can wear it for 12 hours with no panda eyes, no smudging, no transfer at all. It is £24, which is an obscene amount of money to pay for a mascara. But if that is your particular issue with mascaras, then it's definitely worth checking out because, as I say, it is the only mascara where I've had that result. That said, it does not give a very obvious effect. So if you really need to build up your lashes a lot, then it's probably not the mascara for you. But do check it out. And I will buy one of the other regular shades in due course. I haven't at the moment. I've bought another backup of this because this shade is working for me, and it may be that the other shades in this formula are not as effective. So you need to talk to the sales assistants about that. But anyway, those were my recent Chanel purchases. Hope you're all doing well, and speak to you soon. Bye.